Hey guys, so I'm starting a new type of lecture series today, uh, where I'll where I'll be explaining some scalable technologies and scalable application and their particular architectures. So first I'll start with WhatsApp, and we'll start with a very basic question: how can WhatsApp be worth 19 billions to Facebook? I mean, why exactly WhatsApp was bought by Facebook? Why not Google, or why not some other companies? So what is there for $19 billion? So I'll start with some basic introductions, and please make sure it's only technical stuff. So if you're not a computer science or IT guys, I'm sorry, this is not a video for you. So I mean, how, why? As a programmer, if you think, is it 19 billion worth? So as a programmer, if you think, the basic thing that comes to my mind is that it's just code, and what it's doing is just sending stuff from one machine to another machine, or one phone to another phone. It's just transferring data over network. That's it, nothing else. But if you'll think properly, and if you look towards the scenario of the current social network that we have, like Google Plus and Instagram and everything that we have, so if you look into that, you'll come to know that this is more than that. This is not just code, it's like the number of users. So as a programmer, if you'll think, you'll simply have something, you're sending stuff over the network, but the main thing that exists behind WhatsApp and why it's 19 billion worth is the number of users it has. Now, I mean, what it does is it's transfer text, videos, messages, and normal voice messages. That is the only thing. It doesn't ask for your email, doesn't ask for username, password. It's not storing any information anywhere, and still it's that much worth. So at the time when Facebook bought this company, at that time there was like 450 million users active for WhatsApp, and they were sharing more than 70 million messages per second. That is huge, and you need a very big scalable architecture in order to make such an application work. So at the time when FP bought it, there was like 40 million active users at that time, and that time per user was worth $40 because they bought it for 19 billion. So approximately it comes to 14 dollar $40 per user. At that same time when Instagram was bought by Facebook, at that time each Instagram user was worth $30. At that time each Twitter user was worth $110. So that's huge money. And everywhere, if you'll go any social network, uh, website, or if you look to the current IT trend, so what you have right now is the most important thing that exists is the number of users. The more number of users you have, the better company you are. And here comes the more basic question: why not some other company try to buy WhatsApp? So there were some other companies. Like, if you look into the link, I'll post the link in the description section. So Google was willing to beat Facebook in order to buy WhatsApp, but they didn't. There's some strategic reason to it. I'll come up with those things in future lectures. So what is the basic backend platform that you have for building WhatsApp? So they have used a programming language called Erlang. You might not have heard about it, but I'll be explaining Erlang, and Erlang tutorials will be available in my YouTube channel, so you can keep following. So Erlang is a very scalable programming language. It's built by Ericsson in 1980 something, and 1983 I guess, and it's a programming language which is inbuilt, scalable, and fault tolerant. It's fault tolerant by itself. So I'm working on Erlang right now, and the server that they use, the operating system that they used, is called FreeBSD. They're not using traditional Red Hat and OpenSUSE and Ubuntu kind of server Debian servers. And then there comes YOS. YOS is again a web server. Lite TTPD is also a web server. So there are like some non-common technologies they have used, but still they are very good technology. PHP, I'm sure you guys must be knowing about PHP. Now, if you look into this thing Beam, so Beam is like another virtual machine which is like JVM, and they don't have similar kind of architecture. But what is the difference between Beam and JVM is Beam likes to control all the threads that you have, all the cores that you have uh, at the lower level. So if you'll think, you'll have that kernel to thread, kernel mapping threads if you look into the operating system concepts. Then again there is XMPP. This is message passing, some related. I'll explain all those things in future lectures. So again, if you look into the facts, I'll post the links, what FreeBSD is and how you can look into it, what is JAWS, some basic things about JAWS, what is light TPD, and what is XMPP. So we'll be looking into all those things in future lectures. Now, if you look into the front end, that is, if you have developed any time an app, so it would be very easy. So if you are building an app for iPhone, you'll be using Objective-C, Android, Java, BlackBerry, Nokia Symbian, Java, Windows Phone, again the language they're using for this. SQLite is the database that you're using at the client side, front end, you can say. Now, if you'll come to the hardware, some basic, I can tell you, each machine was capable of handling 24, it contained like 24 logical CPUs. And why it's logical? Because it was running over cloud. They're not no physical CPUs. And 100 GB of RAM per machine, SSD, solid state devices, SSDs, the hard disk that they have were SSDs. Dual NIC means, NIC is network interface, if you remember. The LAN port that you call, it's called NIC. So they have dual NIC, one is public user facing network and another is for private. So that provides some kind of security, and it's very good. This kind of architecture is very good. So if you, again I'll go how many nodes they have more than 100 number of nodes. How many node cores that they have, they were more than 8,000 cores at the time Facebook bought it. This is the data when Facebook bought WhatsApp. What is the memory that they are using? They had like terabytes, hundreds of terabytes of memory they're using, and they were sharing 17 billion messages per second. So message passing is the basic concept, the basic distributed computing concept which is behind WhatsApp. That's it. We'll be kind of stopping here only, and we will be looking into the future details in next lecture or some other time. Thank you guys. Keep subscribe to my channel, and just keep looking for the new videos. Thank you.